Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'll lead you step by step through the ABRSM Theory grades. There's lots of resources available to you to help you on my website. If you visit www.sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets like this. They're available in US letter or A4 and they'll accompany each step of this series. All the information that you need to know can be found within these documents. There's also a page which links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find information about the books that I have available. If it is that you're thinking of taking this exam, if you're going to take the actual exam paper, I've written a book, How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam, and it's full of tips and techniques on how to best make use of the time in preparation leading up to the exam, and also how to best make use of the time when you're actually sitting the exam paper. So if you visit sharonbill.com, it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be fab, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's loads more in store. I'm really enjoying working through this music theory series with you, and I hope that you're enjoying it too. So let's crack on. So we're moving on to section F, which if you turn in your grade 3 music theory and practice workbook, you can see that's on page 17. And so now we're going to be looking at minor keys with 4 sharps or 4 flats. If you turn to section F in your PDF document, you'll find all the information that you need to know there. So we'll just spend a minute looking at this. Now, in grade 3, you have to know both the harmonic minor, which was covered in grade 2. In grade 2, you had a choice, and we chose harmonic because that was the same ascending and descending, so that was a better introduction to minor scales. But now we need to know harmonic and also melodic minor scales. However, the principle remains the same in the first stage of constructing these scales because they all share a key signature with a major key. And so we need to learn these related keys, and of course now we'll be having some more minor keys to fit in with the new key signatures of these major keys. So we're going up to 4 sharps and 4 flats in both major and minor keys. If you go to my video, The Circle of Fifths, you'll find it in the cards. There's a system that you can use to help you to work out these key signatures. So I do recommend that you have a look at that, and you can also see how these harmonic minor and melodic minor scales are constructed actually sitting at a piano. So maybe you want to just extend your study and just do a little bit of a revision and just watch that at the piano so you can see quite easily how that's going to work out. So if you want to just look at those, you'll find them in the cards. And also, by all means, just keep peeping back to this sheet here, and you'll soon remember these key signatures as you become more flexible in using them. So just to refresh your memory, the harmonic minor scale is in 2 steps. We have the key signature of the relative major, and then we add a raised 7th degree of the scale. So that's just recapping, and that's ascending and descending, and so the arrangement of semitone falls between notes 2 and 3, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So let's now look onto this new melodic minor scale. So again, the first step, we need the key signature, or if the question asks for that to be added as accidentals, the principle's still there. We need the key signature of the relative major scale. The second step is when we are ascending in the scale, we need to raise the 6th and the 7th degrees by a semitone. And then the 3rd degree is when we're descending, when we're coming down the scale. We don't need to raise those 6th and 7th, we just use the notes of the relative majors only, so we just have the key signature in place. So for example, D minor is related to F major, and you can see that here. And again, you can refer to the circle of fifths to work that out. And then the second step is as we're ascending, we raise the 6th and the 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The B flat is raised to a natural. And then the 7th, the C natural is raised to a sharp. And then we're back home to our 8th. And then coming back down, we're using the key signature of the relative major only. and so that C sharp has become a C natural again, and the B natural has become a B flat again as we've gone back to the key signature. So it's just the key signature alone. Now the way that the semitones work here are from 2 to 3 will be semitones, and 7 to 8 will be semitones. As we ascend, and then as we descend, 6 to 5, 8, 7, 6 to 5, 4, and then 3 to 2 again are also semitones. So you might just want to bear that in mind. So let's have a look at putting that into practice now with exercise 1 on page 17. So you've just got to keep your eyes peeled, because we need to watch out, is it harmonic or melodic minor? And then when it's melodic minor, we also need to be careful, is it ascending or is it descending? And we need to just be able to react to each one of those situations. So the example they've given us is a harmonic minor, which is related to C major, and you can just check that there. And that would be the starting point of the circle of fifths as you work out all of the other keys. And then the harmonic minor, the only other step is to raise the 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gives us a G sharp. And then they've asked us to draw a bracket to show the semitones. And so we've got 2 to 3, 5 to 6, 7 to 8. Now then, they've asked us not to use key signatures. And so in this next one, E melodic minor we know is related to G major. You can check that here. And so it should have a key signature of F sharps. However, they've asked us to not use a key signature. And so we'll just have to add the F sharp as an accidental straight away. It would be a key signature, or we just put it in place straight away. Now then, the descending version is, if you just check on your PDF sheet, use the notes of the relative major only, and so that is now complete, and we just need to now show the semitones. And so descending is 8, 7, 6 to 5, 4, 3 to 2, 1. There we go, and that's complete. I'll just look at this next one with you, and then we've covered all of the bases, and you can try the next few on your own. So D melodic minor, so D minor in all its forms is related to F major, and so we would need a B flat. They've asked us to not use a key signature, and so we need to add the B flat as an accidental straight away, and then that's now done. Now in the ascending version we're going upwards, and so we need to raise the 6th and the 7th. And this is why you always need to work in pencil, and you need an eraser handy, because as we progress through the steps we're going to have to change things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's the 6th, there's the 7th. We need to raise those, so the B flat is no longer needed. You just have to follow that process through. You could even add a natural sign in brackets to show that you've definitely understood the procedure. There's our raised 6th, and then the 7th is a natural, so to raise that by a semitone we need to make it into a sharp, and then we've finished that. So now we've got the raised 6th and the 7th, and then it's asked us to also show where the semitones occur, so 1, 2 to 3 and 7 to 8. You can of course just work each of those semitones out individually, but it's very time consuming, so if you just remember the patterns you can just quickly count up using that formula. And so that's basically it, and so we've got a few more examples to go at, and I suggest you have a go at those on your own. Keep making reference to this sheet to help you. Everything you need to know is there. So press pause, have a go. It doesn't matter if you get a few mistakes there, that's how you'll learn. You're always better to learn by your mistakes. You're only ever writing in pencil, you've got your eraser handy, so there's nothing that can't be changed. And then come back into the video when you've had a go and we'll work through those together. So I'm hoping that you've had a little go at those yourself. and you've made use of this sheet to get all of your key signatures and accidentals correctly applied. So I'm just going to sort of charge through this next few just to help you. So D minor in all its forms is related to F major, and so we need a B flat, so I'll pop that there. And then the harmonic minor just has the 7th raised. Now don't forget, as we're descending, it's 8, 7, there's our 7th, not 1, 2, 3, because we're now coming down. 1, 2, 3 would be counting upwards, so it's 8, 7, there's our raised 7th. And then the semitones are 2 to 3, so we'll count from the bottom. 1, 2 to 3, 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, so that's the job done. Okie dokie, next one, E melodic minor. Now E minor in all its forms is related to G major, so we need an F sharp. Just be careful which clef you're in as well. Of course it starts on E. If you're working in a clef that you're not familiar with, just write in the letters E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Do whatever it takes to help you. It depends what instrument you play, which clefs you're familiar with. If you're playing the piano, then you'll be okay with these. Okay, so F would be our key signature of F sharp, so that's now done. And then on the ascending version, we need to raise the 6th and the 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C sharps and D sharps is our raised 6th and 7th. And then 2 to 3, 7 to 8 gives us our semitones, and that's now complete. Okie dokie, now this next one will be a nice one. A melodic minor. A minor is related to C major, which has no sharps or flats, and then the descending version uses the notes of the relative major only, so there are no accidentals to add. So that's it, job done. So all you've got to do now is add your semitones. So we need 8, 7, 6 to 5, 4, 3 to 2, 1. Marvellous, let's crack on. So D minor. So we know that D minor is related to F major. So we need a B flat. Watch which clef you're in. So there's our B flat. And then ascending, we need to raise the 6th and the 7th. So actually that B flat, it becomes a natural. You could leave it like that, or you could just put it in brackets to show that you know what you've done. There's our C sharp. And then the semitones are 2 to 3, 7 to 8. There we go. And then E harmonic minor now. So again, E harmonic minor has a key signature of F sharps, the related key. So there's our E, F sharps. And then in the descending version, we have no raised semitones outside of that key signature. We just have the relative key signature in place, and so that's now complete because we're descending. There's nothing more to do, and so we just need to add the semitones. 8, 7, 6 to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the job done. I hope that's been helpful to you. We'll get plenty more practice on this, so don't worry if it's still a bit hazy. There's loads more examples to come, and we'll keep working on those. Thanks for watching. If you can give me a like, that'd be fab. Subscribe to my channel so you'll keep updated. There's loads more in store. I look forward to next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.